Good morning, everyone. Today, me and my group members are here to present a presentation on the topic reliability and validity tests. So, here we go. Reliability and validity are the concepts used to evaluate the quality of a research. They basically indicate how well a method, technique, or test measures something. Reliability is concerned with consistency, and validity is concerned with accuracy of a measure. It is important to include both validity and reliability when you're creating your own research design, planning your methods, and writing up your results, especially in the case of quantitative research. Reliability and validity are closely related, but their meanings are very different. A measurement can be reliable even without being valid. However, if a measurement is valid, it is usually seen it is also reliable. So now let's understand what is reliability. Reliability refers to how consistently a method measures something. For example, you measure the temperature of liquid samples several times under identical conditions, and each time you measure the temperature, the thermometer displays the same temperature. Therefore, the result is reliable. Validity refers to how accurately a method measures something. High reliability is one indicator that the measurement is valid. However, reliability on its own is not sufficient to ensure validity. Even if the test is reliable, it may not accurately reflect the real condition. For example, if a thermometer shows different temperatures each time, even though you have controlled conditions so that the sample temperature stays the same, the thermometer is malfunctioning and therefore its measurements are not valid. Validity is harder to assess than reliability, but it is even more important. To obtain useful results, the method you use to collect your data must be valid. That is, the research must be measuring what it has claimed to measure. This ensures that your discussion of the data and the conclusions are valid.
Good morning, all. My topic is types of reliability. So, first is test retest reliability. The test reliability measure to consistency of result when you repeat the same test on the same sample at a different point in the time. So, why it is important? Many factors can influence your result at different point in a time. For example, respond might experience different method modes or external condition might affected their ability to respond accurately. How to measure it? So to measure a test retest reality, you conduct the same test on the same group of people at two different point in the time. Then you calculate the correlation between the two set of result. Second one is interrelated reliability. Interrelated reliability, also called interobserver reliability, measures the degree of agreement between different people observing or assigning the same thing. So why it is important? People are subjective, so different observe participation of situation and phenomena naturally differ. Reliable research aims to minimize subjectivity as much as possible, so that a different researcher could duplicate the same result. How it is measure it? To measure inter-rater reliability, different researchers conduct the same measurement or observation on the same sample, then to calculate the correlation between their different set of results. Third one is parallel form reliability. Parallel form reliability measures the correlation between two equivalent versions of a test. You use it when you have two different assessment tools or set of question designed to measure the same thing. So why it is important? If you want to use multiple different version of a test, for example, to avoid respondent repeating and the same answer from memory, you first need to make sure that all the sets of question or measurement give reliable result. Third one is internal consistency. Internal consistency assess the correlations between multiple items in a test that are intended to measure the same construct. Why it is important? When you deserve a set of question or rating that will be combined into an overall secure, you have to make sure that all of its item really do reflected the same thing. If response to different item contradict one another, the test might be unreliable. How to measure it? There are two common methods. One is average interaction calculation. Second one is split half reliability. Thank you.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Mahima and I am here to tell you about types of validity. So as we have already studied that validity tells us about how accurately a method measures something. There are four types of validity. First, construct validity. Firstly, we will talk about what is a construct. A construct refers to a concept or characteristics that are be directly observed but can be measured by observing other indicators that are associated with it. Construct validity evaluates whether a measurement tool really represents the thing we are interested in measuring. Content validity. Content validity assesses whether a test is representative of all aspects of the construct. To produce valid results, the content of test, survey or measurement method must cover all relevant parts of the subject it aims to measure. If some aspects are missing from the measurement, then the validity is threatened.
Start.
Third is face validity. Face validity consider how suitable the content of a test seems to be on the surface. It's similar to content validity, but face validity is more informal and subjective assessment. For example, you create a survey to measure the regularity of people's diet habits. You review the survey items, which ask questions about every meal of the day and snack eaten in between of the day for the week. On its surface, the survey seems like a good representation of what you have to test, so you consider to have high face validity. Fourth is criteria validity. Criteria validity evaluates how closely the result of a test corresponding to the result of different tests evaluates. To evaluate criteria validity, you calculate the correlation between the result of the criteria measurement. If there is a high correlation, this gives a good indication that your test is measuring what it intends to measure. Thank you.
Hello, I am Adarsh Dudania from BBA4 Section B, and I'll present my presentation on how to ensure validity and reliability in research. The reliability and validity result depend on creating a strong research design, choosing appropriate method and sample, and conducting the research carefully and consistently. Here we have ensuring validity. Yes, if you use scores or rating to measure variation, something such as psychological traits, level of ability of physical properties, important your result reflects that the real variation accuracy as possible. Validity should be considered in very earliest stages of your research when you decide how you will collect your data. You choose appropriate method of measurement. Ensure that your method and measurement techniques are high quality and targeted to measure exactly what you want to know. They should be thoroughly researched and based on existing knowledge. For example, to collect data on personality trait, you could be standardized questionnaires that are considered reliable and valid. If you develop your own questionnaires, you should be based on established theory or finding previous study, and questions should be carefully, precisely worded. Use appropriate sampling method to select your subject. To produce validating generalized result, carefully define the population are you searching. Example, people from a specific age range, geographical location or profession. Ensure that you have enough participant and that they are representative of the population. Here we have ensuring reliability. Reliability should be considered throughout the data collection process. When you use a tool or technique to collect data, it's important that the results are precise, stable and reproducible. Apply your method consistently. Plan your method carefully and make sure you carry out of the same step in your same way of each measurement. This is especially important when a multiple researcher are involved. For example, you are conducting interview or observation, clearly define how specific behavior or response should be counted, and makes your questions perhaps the same way each time. Standardize the condition of your research. When you collect your data, keep the circumstances and consistent as possible to reduce the influence or external factor or might be created variation in the result. For example, in an experimental setup, make sure all the participants are given some information and tested under the same condition.